Okay, today's lesson we're going to be reading Stellaluna. I'm reading the story to Alex and Josie, and our focus is going to be on comprehension. Our I can statement or goal for the lesson is I can answer questions about a story. As for Josie, she's younger, she's 3.5. To make the story more age appropriate, I will do paraphrasing as I read the story. And for Alex, I'll read it all the way through. He is almost 6 years old, so that will work for him. Following the reading, I did make some worksheets that I have for them, and I altered them just for age appropriateness, and I'll use those as assessments to see how well the lesson went and to see how much they really did comprehend. Alright, so this is Josie. She is, how old are you? 3 years old. And since our focus is comprehension, I will be paraphrasing a lot of this story to her, Stellaluna. As I read it, just because it would not be age appropriate if I read it as is. In a warm forest there lived a fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft tiny baby. I'll name you Stellaluna. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stellaluna, and she flew out to look for food. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of fruit, she spied an owl. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down at the bat. What's coming to get the bat? What is that? Is that an owl? What sound do owls make? Ooh. Yeah. And it's coming for the bat, isn't it? Yeah, the bat, Stellaluna, fell into the bush because she was being chased by an owl. Flump! Stellaluna landed in a soft bird's nest. What are those?
I saw it moving.
Okay, so Stellaluna fell into the bird's nest. What are those with her?
Owls.
Those are baby birds. Yeah. They chirping? Yep. So Stellaluna is in a nest with birds now. Ooh. Many times that day, Mother Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stellaluna was terribly hungry, but not for crawly grasshoppers. Finally, though, she was so hungry, she decided to close her eyes and open her mouth, and plop, in dropped a green grasshopper. So is that Mother Bird feeding the baby bat a grasshopper? Do you think it likes grasshoppers? No. Stellaluna learned to be like the birds. Yeah. Once when her mama was away, she was so curious she taught the baby birds to hang from their feet. The birds got back into the nest after they got yelled at by Mama Bird. You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into this nest unless you promise to be like the birds. Stellaluna promised, so she ate bugs, and she slept in the nest and did not hang from her feet. All the baby birds grew up so quickly. Mama told them it was time to learn to fly. So they jumped from the nest, and their wings worked. They flying? So is Stellaluna the bat, isn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, look at they're jumping onto branches together. Oh, did she fall?
Go.
Yeah, Stellaluna. I will fly all day, Stellaluna told herself. Then no one will see how clumsy I am. The next day, Stellaluna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings, and the sun was setting. They better go home before they get lost in the dark. But Stellaluna had flown far away where nothing was to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her. So they're leaving Stellaluna in the dark. All alone, Stellaluna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into the tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, sighed Stellaluna. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. But she heard a soft sound of wings coming in the distance.
Oh.
What do you think they're going to be? You think they're bats? Like Stellaluna? Hey, a loud voice said, why are you hanging upside down? Look at you were right. Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw the most particular face. I'm not upside down. You are, Stellaluna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. I'm a bat. I'm hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, but maybe not for a bat. More bats gathered around. Yeah, they gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told them her story. You ate bugs? You slept at night? How very strange. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you, she said. Sniffing Stellaluna's fur, she whispered, You are Stellaluna. You are my baby. Stellaluna found her mom. Which one do you think her mom is? Can you pick one? That one? I think so too. It's the bigger bat, isn't it? She found her mama. You escaped an owl, cried Stellaluna. You survived. Yes, said Mother Bat as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me, I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. Do you think Stellaluna is going to like fruit? So there she is, flying. Let's see. Ooh. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stellaluna ate as much fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug again as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna as she stuffed herself full. Does she like fruit? She does, doesn't she? The next day, Stellaluna went to visit with me and meet my bat family. She's going to show them. Okay. Ready to flip it? Oh, look at, they're flying together. She found her bird friends. We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark too. We wish you could wish you could land on your feet. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike? How can we feel so different and be so much alike? I think this is quite a mystery, but we are friends, and that's a fact. So look at the bat, there's Stellaluna, and there are her birdie friends.
That's Stellaluna.
Yeah, she's upside down holding her friends.
Huh?
Yeah, the birds. Did you like that story? You did? Cool. Now, I have this worksheet for you. And what you're going to do is you're going to circle the answer you like best, okay? So I'm going to read it to you, and you get to put a big old circle. But you point to the right answer. So what animal is Stellaluna? Was Stellaluna a bat? Or was Stellaluna a bird? A bat? Let's put a circle around it. Ready? Put a big circle. Hold my hand. Oh, good job. All right, now we're going to do this question. Did Stellaluna like to eat grasshoppers? Or did she like to eat fruit? Ooh, good job. Let's circle that one. Grab my hand. Oh, yeah. Good job. All right. Now the last one. Who are Stellaluna's friends? Was the owl or are the birds her friends? Her birds are her friends. Awesome. You gonna circle it? You did so good. All right. Good job. Do right now is just listen to the story, okay? Alright, so the book is Stellaluna. Okay. In a warm and sultry forest far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stellaluna. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stellaluna clutched to her breast as she flew out in search for food.
I have a movie and it was in my...
So you've read this, or you've seen this on movie?
Yeah.
Cool. So you should be a pro at it. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. On silent wings, the powerful bird swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape. But the owl struck again and again, knocking Stellaluna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp and useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster, into the forest below. See the owl? The dark leafy tangle of branches caught Stellaluna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stellaluna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings around her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold fear. Mother, Stellaluna squeaked, where are you? By daybreak, the baby could hold on no longer. Down, down again she dropped. Flump! Stellaluna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest, startling the 3 baby birds that lived there. Stellaluna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. What was that? Cried Flap. I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Shh, here comes Mama, hissed Pip. Give me my page flipper. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stellaluna was terribly hungry, but not for crawly things Mama Bird brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed into the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. Stellaluna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs even though they tasted awful. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stellaluna still liked to sleep hanging by her feet. Once when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When Mama Bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. Eek, she cried. Get back in here, this instant. You're going to fall and break your necks. Is she happy or mad? The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stellaluna. You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back in this nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house. Stellaluna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She slept in the nest at night, and she didn't hang by her feet. Stellaluna behaved as a good bird should. Oh, she looks sad. Kind of cute though, right? All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stellaluna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, thought Stellaluna. I can fly too. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stellaluna tried to do the same. She do so well? I will fly all day, Stellaluna told herself. Then no one can see how clumsy I am. The next day, Pip, Flitter, and Flap and Stellaluna went flying far away. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We had better go home, or we will get lost in the dark, said Flap. But Stellaluna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her. All alone, Stellaluna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped into a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stellaluna sighed, so she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sounds of wings coming near her. See in the distance? What do you think's coming for her?
Birds.
You think? Let's see. Hey, a loud voice said. Why are you hanging upside down? Stellaluna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most particular face. I'm not upside down, you are, Stellaluna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. I am a bat. I am hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Stellaluna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe, but not for a bat. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stellaluna told them, You ate bugs? Shuddered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? She asked. Sniffing Stellaluna's fur, she whispered, You are Stellaluna. You are my baby. She found her mama. You escaped the owl, cried Stellaluna. You survived? Yes, said Mother Bat, as she wrapped her wings around Stellaluna. Come with me, and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. But it's nighttime, Stellaluna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark, or we will crash into a tree. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in darkness. Come with us. Stellaluna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stellaluna could see. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. She was able to see everything in her path. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stellaluna ate as much of the fruit as she could hold. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, cheered Stellaluna, as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. The next day, Stellaluna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stellaluna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet and they fly at night and they eat the best food in the world, Stellaluna explained. As the birds flew along the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We will fly at night. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Neither can I, howled Flitter. Ee, shrieked Flap. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds gasped and grabbed a branch. Stellaluna hung from the limb above them. We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed. I wish you could see in the dark, too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike? Mused Flitter. And how can we feel so different and be so much alike? Wondered Pip. I think this is quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, said Stellaluna, but we're friends, and that is a fact. Wow! We're done. You want your marker and my pencil? Marker? Okay. So this is where you're going to put your name, and then I'm going to go over the questions with you. Awesome. Ooh, last name too? Go for it. Awesome. Okay, so number 1 says, what type of animal is Stellaluna? Is she a bat or is she a bird?
A bat.
Good job. Question number 2. What animal attacked Stellaluna's mom?
Owl.
The owl? Good job. Perfect. Question number 3. Where did Stellaluna sleep when she lived with the birds? Was it a nest or a cave?
This nest.
Yeah, it's a nest with the baby birds. Perfect. Number 4 says, does Stellaluna find her mom? Yes or no?
Yes.
She did. Do you remember when she did? The end of the story? Okay, the last one. This is a fun one. Did you like this story? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. So do you like bats? Mama said you were reading books about them. Before this?
I have a bat book.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about bats?
Because they live in the dark, and I saw one wheel in my fan. On my fan on the ceiling.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, I grew up with bats in the house too. That's good though that you're not afraid of them. Well, good job. Thanks for doing this. Okay, so given our goal of I can answer questions from a story, I feel like both children did very well. I did paraphrase for Josie as I read it to her, like I mentioned before, just to make it more age appropriate. And I did have to alter my lesson plan for her. I originally wanted to ask her questions as I read, hence my orange sticky notes in the book, if you happen to notice them. And I immediately found out that this was not a good idea, which I should have known better. I should have not tried to challenge the attention span of a 3-year-old. Especially because this lesson was, I feel like, slightly advanced, or at least the book was a little bit advanced for them. But I chose it because I was very curious and interested, and I wanted to see how well they could take information from a text, even given that it was a little bit more difficult. In the future, I would choose a slightly shorter book based on their facial expressions toward the end, but overall I was very impressed with how the lesson went. Josie surprised me because she had no problem retaining the info and answering questions at the end. Like I said beforehand, I wanted her questions to be answered right after we discussed it. So I was hesitant about doing it at the end, but she did really well with it. And then Alex was practically jumping ahead of me on the worksheet. So I think they both did really well, and I was impressed and thankful for how the lesson turned out.